Okay. Hello, everyone. If you are just joining, welcome. We are the first game of the day here on SlaydiesAtl. We are raising money for Girls Who Code, and we have shenanigans in store. The donate link just went in chat. There are incentives. You can help out our players. You can disadvantage the DM. Twice in this game, you can cause unbridled chaos. It's a thing. But before we hop into that, let's go around and meet our players. I'm going to start with Ellie, who is first on my screen.
I am Ellie Collins. I am the storyteller for ATL by night, and I am playing Varu the Turtle Druid.
And Shannon?
I'm Shannon Strucci. I do YouTube videos on Strucci movies. I'm a player on Critical Bits and film correspondent for Struggle Session, and I'm playing Cecil the Human Rogue.
And Melodic.
Hi, I'm MelodicBlue. I'm a family-friendly streamer here on Twitch, and today I am playing Mom the Halfling.
And Jenn?
Hello, I'm Jenn Vega. I play Vivian Lakewood on Fun City, and I'm going to be playing Marvis Marlowe Estuaria, a Genasi monk.
And Stacey.
Hi, I'm Stacey Dietz. I'm going to be playing Piper today, a tiefling sorcerer. I'm new to streaming, so this is going to be my first experience.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
All right. And I am Steph the Bard, our DM for this session. The incentives, I believe, are on the Tiltify, but you can give a player a reroll for $5. Player advance. Oh, thanks, Nick. Nick just threw it in the chat for everyone since the Nightbot decided to not work for a minute, and now it's working again. So they're all in there. Those wild magic surges, you get 2. I'm looking at you, Abe. You get 2. It's almost like I know Team Shenanigans because I am the other half. But without further ado, let's get into our game, shall we?
Yeah.
So we begin at a tavern called the Orange Badger. And sorry, I can hear them giggling in my ears. It's, fairly standard adventure bar. There is a pike and a staff crossed behind the bar. And there is a half-orc and halfling who run the bar. You see the half-orc more often behind the bar. The halfling is kind of wandering around. They're the lesbian owners of this joint. And and everything is just, it's kind of your standard day. People are milling about, looking at the jobs board, and just kind of, it seems kind of boring at the moment. That quiet lull before something goes boom in the background. So Varu, what brings you to the bar?
I heard that there was some nice salad here. And so I am going to go to the bar and I'm going to try and order a salad.
Okay. The half-orc behind the bar's name is Freya. She's got a little embroidered name patch on a button-up shirt with short sleeves.
Perfect.
And on the back, it's got an actual embroidery of an orange badger.
Excuse me.
What can I get you?
A salad? Please.
Sure.
Yay. Thank you.
No problem. 2 silver.
Okay.
Anything else for anyone else at the table?
Marvis whooshes past, wearing a fringed poncho trying to cover up her blue skin. And is there any chance there's a seaweed salad?
I can check. We don't really get a lot. We don't have a lot of seaweed here.
Oh, we're inland, aren't we?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes. Outside you see there are actually mountains in the distance. You're in the valley of a mountain area. I should have mentioned. My apologies. And we have our first bit of chaos this game. I am so sorry that we are starting off with a wild magic surge.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Does anyone want to volunteer, or should I let the D6 decide?
So let it decide.
All right.
Fireball, no.
No. Okay, Cecil.
Mhm.
Let's see what we have.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm just sitting at waiting to order a different salad. Minding
all
my own
salad.
business. I'm not even a magical character.
Yeah. So Cecil feels this like odd tingle, kind of like when somebody mimes cracking an egg on your head.
Oh.
And as Piper and Varu and Mavis are looking at him, his skin starts to turn blue.
Okay. So I just feel that I don't feel anything else. It's not like painful.
It's
or I
not
don't take
painful. It's kind of like weird tingles and a shiver. And now you are blue.
Cecil, are you okay?
I'm trying to think if I did anything or ate anything weird, like people eat colloidal silver turn blue. Whatever. It's
Violet, you're turning violet.
as long as I don't start swelling up. I just kind of like, okay, I'm blue now.
And I'm blue now.
I look at Marvis and I smile and I'm like, what's this? Okay, cool.
Marvis is taken aback because Marvis is blue and has been driven out of towns for being a blue person. Oh no. So are we related?
Are we related now? Is that how this works? I don't know. Can I do an investigation check on myself or something? Or Arcana check?
Do an Arcana.
Not my strong suit. Oh wow, I rolled a 1 + 0.
Oh,
definitely not my strong suit.
No idea.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God I'm good at that. That's gonna be math this early. 23.
Okay, so from a medical standpoint, nothing seems to be wrong with him.
Oh.
It's his skin just turned blue.
I mean, you seem fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna not think about it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
that's a good idea. Okay.
ask a wizard person later or something. I don't know.
Well, now I don't look so weird by myself.
Yeah, I can hear. You want to sit next to each other?
Yes.
Okay, move over. I'll try a seaweed salad.
I'm so excited.
All right, and this is the perfect moment for a mom to walk in. And I rolled a D6 because we got a $20 donation for a player nat 20, and the D6 chose mom. So imagine while you guys are kind of sorting out Cecil's turning violet, the door opens and there's a excited halfling carrying a lunchbox.
She comes marching purposefully up to the bar. Hey, Freya, have you seen my kid around?
No.
Because, they were supposed to be going on their first adventure and everything. And so, but they decided they were going to duck out a little early. And they left me a note. A note! Can you believe that?
How rude.
So I had to make our special dinner and pack it up into a special packed lunch. And I just want to make sure that they've got enough nutrition for their first adventure,
It is important. I have not seen him.
That is very unfortunate. But when I see that kiddo, oh my goodness, it's gonna be quite the day.
And Piper, how are you feeling with all of?
I'm just sort of taking in what's going on right now, intrigued by the blue skin situation. I feel like maybe I can do something to change that situation, but I'm not sure yet. Cecil seems to be all right with what's going on.
Do you want to roll an Arcana to see if you have the necessary spell?
Yeah, let's do that. What do I need to roll?
So you would take your D20.
Okay.
And then you will add under skills, you will see Arcana.
Okay.
And then you add the modifier that is next to it. Hopefully it is there.
So that's 15 plus 3.
Nice.
Okay, wonderful. So what you're able to tell is something odd happened with a little bit of wild magic. And the only thing that will make him not be blue anymore is a remove curse.
Remove curse?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can help with that.
Or as long as I know that, we could probably find a cleric or something.
Remove curse. Good to
Okay.
know.
Yep. So we have a mom frantically looking for her son, dealing with blue, waiting on a salad.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say with a passive perception of 16, could I have easily overheard her conversation?
yeah,
Okay.
I will go with yes.
Well, she wasn't quiet.
I'm gonna lumber my giant turtle self over and go, hi, excuse me.
Oh, hi there.
You said you're missing your son?
Well, not in the sense you might think. I mean, Cadence is full grown, you know. They've reached adulthood, but they were going out on their first adventure, and they left their lunch, and they didn't even say goodbye. They just left a note. I think they were worried they were going to be embarrassed.
Do you need help?
I wouldn't mind assistance, just, keeping an eye out for him. I didn't know if anybody had heard about any specifics about where they were going on their first adventure,
Yeah. I have friends. We can maybe help.
Oh, sure. You
Gesture
betcha.
back to the table.
It's like the table's here, or the booth. I'm like looking over, like, hello, my blue hand.
Oh, hi there.
Hello. And Marvis is like bravely taking off the cloak because now it's not so scary to be a blue person. He's like, I'm Marvis.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I am Marjorie Olivia Mustard Seed, but you can just call me Mom.
Oh,
Love that. Do you grow a lot of mustard?
No, not really. I went more into the musical and performance profession, until I became an actual mom. So now I only kind of do it part-time, but probably more now that they're off on their own adventures that they don't want to take their mom along on.
We'll take you along on ours.
For sure?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay. And I'm gonna trudge back over to the table and sit back down. She's gonna join us.
I like motion. If Mom wants to come, there's room at the table. You want to come get a salad? That's what we're doing today.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. So as all of you settle, Freya comes over with salads. She tried to find something similar to a seaweed salad, but really it's not the same.
Wet.
I was just going to say it's more just, it has a sesame oil dressing with some sesame seeds on lettuce as opposed to actual seaweed.
this is suitable, and it matches Marvis's skin because as a Genasi person, she always kind of looks like she just got out of a tub, like just glistening and dewy. And so food being dewy is perfect.
And if anyone is looking towards the door, you just see a little halfling face peeking out as Freya's just kind of like over her shoulder. Mom would recognize that as Zara, who does most of the cooking here when she's not out and about talking to everyone. And so, yay. Salad acquired. And as everyone is eating, there is a bang as the door flies open and like slams against the wall.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty much half the bar goes dead silent. People look over and there is a farmer coming in, like holding his arm. He looks like he's got like there's blood on him. And he's just like, help! I need help! This is freaking werewolves!
Oh gosh, I get up, I walk over.
Marvis is wrapping up
I'm
again in
rushing
case.
over.
Oh,
Mom joins the stampede, but is like hopping across the tables.
Love it.
Piper keeps a distance and kind of wants to evaluate what's going on with the situation.
Okay.
Can I check his wound with a medicine check?
Yes, you can. I was hoping someone would.
Okay. That's gonna be 17.
Okay. So what you can see through his hand holding his arm, there are some blunt scratches and piercing wounds that look like they were made by teeth, given what he said, possibly canine. His arm took the brunt of it, but you do see like dirt and some like something had clawed at him a little bit through his work pants. So no blood there, just the arm.
Does he look like this is easily recoverable on its own?
Oh, hey, and everyone should have advantage because we just got a $50 donation.
Thank you.
yay! Thank you.
And Melodic has a nat 20 to use at any point during the stream.
Nice.
Because that's where the dice fell. All right. Yes, it does look like it's recovered. Like it doesn't look like it's any serious damage.
Okay.
It's mostly superficial, but cuts bleed.
Yeah.
And it definitely happened not that long ago.
Well, where was this werewolf?
Well, I got into an argument with Levi and went home, and he followed me and attacked me.
Levi?
Who's that?
Yeah, there's a werewolf pack over by, we call it Wolf Hollow now. It was Stars Hollow. And Mom, this will sound familiar to you, being from the area. He's one of those Iron Hounds or whatever the heck they call themselves. I think they run the place.
Oh, goodness. Bit of a rough crew sometimes,
I will say this for Mom. What you know about them is they keep to themselves and they're very territorial. Like, this is our space. Kind of a deal. But this would be unusual. You've never heard of them attacking someone.
Especially outside of their own territory.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can feel free
And
to.
do I know the farmer's name?
His name is Garston.
Garston?
Yes.
Hey there, Garston, dearie. Out of curiosity, did you happen to venture anywhere close to that Irontown territory? Because it's real strange that they would attack you outside of their area.
I mean, I was over there earlier this morning, but he followed me home.
What kind of? Did I understand correctly? You got into a bit of a argument?
Yeah, I was out collecting herbs, and apparently I got too close to Levi's, whatever the heck she's called, garden. I don't know. I was in the woods. And yeah, I went home and there's a wolf waiting for me out by my cattle.
Wait, a garden? What
Yeah.
happened to the garden?
I don't know. I didn't see no garden. I was gathering herbs in the woods. Anybody can roll insight if you would
I want
like.
to. I'm proficient in insight. So
I encourage players asking for rolls. I am that kind of DM.
I rolled a 2.
I am not proficient.
That's a 6. I'm cursed today. So it sounds true to me. Checks out.
Marvis would like to also roll for insight.
Alrighty.
5 + 5, 10.
Oh no.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll use my advantage if we all fail.
Wait,
22?
19. I got
Hey.
19. Okay.
And
Yeah,
did
19
mom
and a
roll?
22.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Okay. Did Piper check, or is Piper just kind of...
Check. Oh, 1 + 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
Very clueless today.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Varu, from hearing the story about, what you know about gardens, they tend to not just kind of look randomly like they were in the woods.
Yeah.
And from what mom knows of the locals and the Iron Hounds, none of this is adding up 100%. Like, parts of it are probably true, but you're not quite sure what parts.
Yeah, there's a lot I think that we're missing here. We see this with the village kids all the time, one kid hits the other kid, but then there's a whole different story depending on which kid you talk to. And, there's one kid's side, there's the other kid's side, and then there's the truth. So I think it might be best for us to do what we can to help take care of our friend here's wounds, and then maybe we might want to go and try and have a chat with Levi there. See what's going on his side, because that's real strange. This doesn't add up.
Now that you mention it, I was thinking it checked out, but now that you mention it does sound a little bit suspect to me. So yeah, I think we should.
And perhaps on the way, we might find a cleric to understand what's happening with you here, Cecil.
Mm-hmm. Get her. Although I mean, it's not that way. We'll see.
I'm enjoying it.
I kind of like it.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, are you somewhat unlike your normal self?
Oh, I got a wild magic curse while I was waiting for a salad, and it turned me blue. I don't really know what happened. I probably deserved it.
That's the quick
past
summary.
misdeed.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't want to assume any other way, but okay. Well, it looks great on you.
Thank you. It's a nice, definitely could have been more. Could have been like a split pea soup green or something. I don't know. I'm digging the blue.
Okay, so we should can we go inspect that garden first? I'm really worried about that.
I mean, if you
it seems like it would be in about the same area.
Yeah, gardens are just kind of my thing. So I like to see them and check them out.
And more salad, right?
Yeah.
We got to watch out. We don't want to get bit for stealing leaves from the garden. We'll have to talk to the werewolves.
So, sorry. Garston, Farmer Stillglow, gives you directions on how to get over to Wolf Hollow, or Stars Hollow, if you prefer the actual name. And it's only about like an hour or so walk from where you are now. And it does take you deeper into the forest and closer to the mountains.
I'm gonna offer my shell for Mom to climb on if she wants to walk with us.
Oh, Oh, that's so kind of you.
how
Sure.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you can put your feet on my backpack, and then you can walk, or you can hold on to there.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, it's a whole new way to travel.
And now you can help us look out.
Oh, yeah.
So as you're journeying away from town and you're out in the wilds a little bit more, roll me some perception checks.
Okay. 21.
11.
19.
10.
22, finally, a good roll.
Awesome. And Mom would have gotten this anyway just from having lived here. As you're walking through, you actually see like some overgrown remnants of battle. Like there are a couple, what was maybe at one point a war wagon that's been taken over by some leaves and lichen. You see some random armor as you're going through. And Mom can let you guys know, being from the area, but as you're going through and seeing some of these things, especially those of you who got above a 15, some of the armor, like some of it looks humanoid, some of it looks really small, like goblin shaped. And some of the weapons are a little bit cruder, like they look no less vicious, but they don't have the refined quality of a bladesmith. And it kind of, it's one of those like, okay, these may be fast and dirty goblin weapons. There may have at one point been a large battle here.
Yeah, see if there's anything worth stealing. It's probably already been picked over, but like anything valuable, or is it just
Roll me an investigation.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, it looks pretty picked over. It's mostly just overgrown, rusted crap at this point.
Okay. That's what I expected.
You have question face, Ellie.
No, I was checking something. Sorry.
Okay. No. I'm trying to make sure everybody's all included. And as you walk through, should not be looking at chat. You do hear in the distance some wolf howls as you start to see the outline of a village further up the path. And there is actually there is a wolf running towards you.
I say, hello. I'm not trying to hide. I don't want to get I want to just be like as friendly as like, I'm just like a friendly blue person that's just kind of standing around.
Would this count as a beast?
At this moment, I will say yes.
Then I want to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, lovely. Yes,
Nice,
let's go.
nice.
And I'm just going to call out to it. Hello, friend. How can we help you?
The wolf actually kind of skids to a stop. And they're close enough that if anyone's paying attention, they do have there's more intelligence to their eyes than you're used to seeing in a canine. And you just hear wait, what?
Do you need anything?
No?
Hi, I'm Varu.
And why are you all coming here?
We heard something bad happened and we wanted to see if we could help in any way.
Oh, you heard about that idiot arguing with Levi.
Oh, was he mean?
It's probably best if you just follow me.
Was
Okay,
this in
thank you.
common or like werewolf snarls?
Those of you that don't have Speak with Animals,
I definitely don't. Was just like,
Yeah.
Is that all we heard?
yeah, it's like a very vocal husky.
Turtle.
I'm just like
Yeah.
looking for body language. Like, are we about to get attacked? Okay, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh,
He's around.
he's
He says
very
we
chill.
can follow him, and we'll be able to figure out what happened.
Marvis is taken aback because land mammals confound her.
Yes, it confounds me too, and I'm from the land. So
You are saying that we should follow this beast?
Yeah, we'll follow him. He'll get us more information. And I told him we could help.
Marvis trots behind.
He does run ahead for a second, and there is a short
Oh, wait, I'm
howl.
slow.
Oh, no. He's doing it for your hearing.
Okay.
He would tell you that. He doesn't want to, because he's howling. It can be loud, especially if you're right next to them. And you do hear a few other howls kind of in concert respond to him. And he does stop then, and he waits for all of you to catch up. And he lets you know, Varu, I'm Sean.
Hi, Sean.
They'll be waiting for us at Zeke's house.
Okay. Who is Zeke?
Our alpha.
Okay. That's like a king, right?
A leader.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yes.
And
okay.
really,
They're gonna take us to their leader.
cool.
How many of them do I know by name, and what would I roll to know their full names?
Oh. Let's go with a history.
Okay.
Total mom move.
Oh man, I don't have the full names written down. I have them. They're just not in front of me.
That would be an 18.
Okay. You definitely know Zeke is short for Ezekiel Waters. His sister is Esther. Zeke's mate is Ro. And yes, you basically know the main members of the party. So
Mhm.
you've heard of Levi before. You know his mate Lenny, Connor, Nina, Reed, and Nash were the original wolves that came to the area. There are a few more now.
And I am gonna tell them, like, this is Sean, and he's gonna take us to see Zeke. Zeke is the alpha. He says that's not like a king, that's like a leader.
So mom definitely knows Zeke's full name.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of them, that's all and would know his sister Esther and his nephew Dominic.
That's a hilarious coincidence of naming. I assume it's not the same Dominic. Okay, cool.
No, that
I was like,
name. He goes by Dom.
Okay, cool.
It was a complete coincidence.
Okay. Because it's a great name.
So yes, as he leads you through the trees, he actually takes you off the direct path towards the village, and there is it looks more like a run trail. And given how nimbly he moves through it, it's not hard to guess. I'm not even going to make you roll for it, that this is probably a path that they use a lot. And in the distance, you actually see a large farmhouse. It's just on the edge of town. So it's close enough to be part of town, but just far enough away that it has some open space to it. And as you get closer, a large blonde man is waiting on the other side of the trees. Mom would know that this is Connor.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Oh, you know him.
Hi. He's wearing mostly workman's clothes, what you would normally see on a farmhand. The one thing that's a little bit different, and as you look around at the other people milling around, some of them are in wolf form, some are in a humanoid form. They have leather vests on that have Iron Hound on the front, and on the back, there is a back rocker and the image looks like a wolf howling at the moon with one red eye visible.
Cecil thinks they're really cool. That sounds really cool.
Maru's gonna shrink into her shell just a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, Marvis is very intimidated.
Oh, I think everyone looks friendly and fun.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is neat. I've hung out with much shadier people than this. So I'm like, yeah, cool.
You can roll insight checks if you want to kind of gauge what the mood is in the area
Okay.
as you're coming up.
Maru hangs out
18.
with is a tree.
Oh.
My friends, the flowers are very nice.
Got a 17.
11.
18.
Okay.
13.
So, 13. Piper is just like, this looks like a real great group of people. Everybody else notices there's some tension there, but there's no outright aggression. It's just a lot of they're new people, what's going on. You do notice three guys, on the porch of the farmhouse. One of them is like gesturing, and you're too far away to hear what's being said, but it's clearly he is for those of you who got like an 18 or higher, he is the picture of frustration right now. He is a half elf man, graying hair, but not from like age, just has gray hair and scars on his face. Mom will know that's Levi.
Is Sean still nearby?
Yes, he is.
Sean, what's going on?
Oh, it's just everybody's gathering together. Levi's a little annoyed. Because...
Will he be nice?
Oh, he'll behave.
Okay, thanks, Mom.
Sorry, I'm responding to something quick in chat. No, he'll be fine. He's not gonna do anything to any of you. He's just mad at Stillglow. He's coming out being a jerk again.
Oh, that's the guy that got hurt.
And Connor frowns. It doesn't seem like he understands what Varu and Sean are saying, but yeah.
Me either. Yeah.
he recognizes some of the body language as like Sean actually, when he walks up to Connor, is right next to him, and Connor drops his hand like kind of on the ruff of his neck.
Good boy.
Oh, good boy.
Not quite. I mean, it's not too different, but there's a bond there. I will give you that.
Okay.
And he's just kind of like, Stillglow's causing problems again. And you all came out to see what's going on, I take it?
Yes, Sean's my friend now. He was helping me.
The two of them kind of make eye contact, and Sean's just like, as much as a wolf can like shrug and bob his head. And Connor will lead you through the pack. Like I said, there's about 3 or 4 other wolves that are actually in wolf form. Everybody else is in their humanoid form. They're all wearing the vests with different layers of different stages of disrepair and repair, mostly just from long-term use. And on the porch, there's Mom will recognize Zeke. He is an elven man, dark hair. I apologize. I have not had coffee. So if my brain dies as I'm trying to describe everyone, please forgive me. With stubble on his face. You can tell from the way everybody kind of reacts to him. For those of you who don't know Zeke on site, they kind of defer to him. And he carries himself like a man with responsibility on his shoulders. And there is another elf who stays fairly close to him. Olive tone, dark skin. Mom would recognize that as Ro, who is his mate. and the two of them are, they stop speaking with Levi at that moment, who's mostly just kind of looking at you guys pretty harder than everybody else.
I look extra friendly at Levi. A big smile.
Again, it's not like outright aggression. He's just kind of like, great. What's this BS now?
Here to help.
Hey there, Levi. Hi, Zeke. Ro.
Mom?
What seems to be going on? I heard quite a story in town there, and we wanted to come and hear this side and see what's actually going on, because we heard some things that didn't quite add up.
Well, Stillglow's coming out here again. He's been doing this a lot more lately, where he's going out. If it's not the crops here, it's over in Lenny's garden, and he's helping himself to whatever he feels like.
Oh, that's no good.
That's pretty much Levi's take on it, which is why they had words. And he's been here the rest of the afternoon as we try to figure out a way to handle this.
So, where exactly did you have words, Levi?
He shifts, his shoulders a bit. It's that mom thing. I feel like mom is in full force mom.
I'll roll intimidation if you want.
Only if you're trying to intimidate him.
Not yet.
On our land. He was tromping through the garden. He ripped half of it up.
Could we see the garden? Because I'm assuming,
Please?
Varo, if you have like Druidcraft or something, Varo looks really worried about the garden.
I can take a look.
Sure. He actually he just got like a little bit like what my face just did, a little taken aback, and it's like, okay, sure, over that way, and hops off the porch to lead you guys closer to the, like, around the edge of the field that's just off from the farmhouse, where you see a little fenced in area, and there is a human woman you see just kind of walking amongst everything.
Hi.
Oh no. I did not see that until just now, Nikki. We got our second wild magic surge.
Someone in chat said they want it to hit Steel Glow. Low down, dirty crop thief. They also said a cuss that I'm not going to say on stream.
Yeah.
I can save it for later, and I will earmark here on my notes for Still Glow.
Point of clarification also.
Yes.
Has mom been perched on Varo this whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Our turn.
You betcha.
Hey, how are you doing?
Just
I
like
love it.
A good image.
She's enjoying being closer to meeting them eye to eye.
There, you know?
Which is always fun. But yes, as you go, and like Var would recognize this expression and how she's moving about fairly well. It is someone who is just kind of like trying to make sense of chaos as they're picking up of plants that were half ripped up and things that were ruined.
oh goodness.
You do notice a little bit of druidcraft. I'm just gonna, because you're a druid, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So there are places where if something can be saved, she is saving it.
Okay.
But there is a small pile next to what is most likely a compost, like a fenced-in compost heap.
Yeah.
That she's going through.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't take wolves to be gardeners.
Well, Lenny's not a wolf,
Ah,
but
Okay.
this is our village.
Is this
You
like
need
where you
food.
get your food?
Some of it, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
If you want to do a nature check, I can tell you what plants you see. Or if anybody
yes,
else
I
is
would
curious.
actually love to do that. Let me.
Oh no! You
What
still
did
have
you
advantage!
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage.
Every member of the party
thank
has an
God.
advantage.
So that's gonna be 22.
Okay.
It was a 3 the first time.
I'm gonna. My Midwest is gonna come out with a oofa doofa. I'm from Wisconsin, y'all. It's so most of what you see are herbs, seasoning herbs. Some of them are magic in nature, but yes, there are some like carrots and onion sprouts and garlic sprouts. Just it's all the base goodness that you need to cook.
Yeah, like basic ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Figuring out how to help.
The fact that you want to help is just
Attempting to use my higher vantage point to be able to see a little more of the area than I normally would on foot. I'm looking around seeing if I can spot any traces of Steel Glow, of his passage and presence.
give me an investigation check.
Oh. Plus 2.
And you do still have that nat
21.
20, but don't need it. Because you have the nice higher vantage point of being on Varu's shell, you can definitely see where part of the fence has been dismantled on the forest side.
Mm-hmm.
And there were clear footprints and like bits of the underbrush that are broken that would only be broken through a body moving through it. And clearly it was somebody who was moving at a very high keel.
And that's a form of passage through the forest that's not typical of these residents.
Correct.
Okay.
As you've been walking through and he's leading you there, you see any of the paths that they take are actually fairly well worn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these wolves have been here for a while, and you know this too.
Mm-hmm.
They've been here since about right around the end of the Goblin War.
Okay.
So, when he says this is our village, like, he means it.
Right.
Although most of the people where you're from have no idea what happened to the village before they got here. That is part of the mystery. I love seeing those faces from everyone. The plot thickens.
So-
A spell because I have some suspicions.
Okay.
I am going to go into the garden to some of the wrecked plants,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to cast Speak with Plants.
Oh,
You
well,
could
this
do
is
that?
a fun one.
I love druids are so cool.
Gotta double check exactly what I'm doing here.
I am loving Team Soft Bean.
Okay, so that's pretty much plants within 30 feet of me.
Which would
I
be
can
the
give them
entire garden.
ability to communicate and follow simple commands.
Okay. And we're creeping up on 5 minutes to our break.
Okay.
We'll for those watching, we will be taking a 5-minute break at about 10 after, just so that everybody can refill if they need bio, and then we'll be right back to finish out our shenanigans.
And I'm just gonna say, like one little plant. Who did this to you?
Well, it's that jerk off, don't you know? This
Do you know his name or what he looks like?
he's tall. He's a jerk. He broke the fence.
Okay.
And
Is he part of the village?
he's not from this village.
Okay.
He
Is
ripped
this
up Sheila.
Is this village good to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lenny raised me from a seed. I like it
that's
here.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm so happy. Okay.
What does this sound like to the rest of us?
The plant talking sound like.
I imagine it's... You don't really hear much. It's like the
Leaves.
vague rustling of leaves.
Spooky.
Hey,
Maybe some shaking.
is there anything we can do for you? Do you
Um,
think we should help these people?
I mean, yeah, but, you know, they water me.
Okay.
So, you know, it's kind of home.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, I think I can only talk to you for a little while longer. So if you guys could all just like dance a little bit for my friends, that'd be really cool.
And all of the plants, like, there's no wind at the moment, but they all just kind of like flowy.
Well,
Do
ain't
a
that
little
the darndest thing?
They're my friends now.
Oh.
And they confirmed that it's the guy that broke the fence is the one that hurt them. So everyone's being honest.
This place is haunted.
No, they're friends, Marvis. They're
This
friends.
is
They're
haunted.
friends. They're friends.
No.
Look,
that
they're
we
doing
should-
it.
they
It's
think
not.
that
It's
help
not.
them.
Not ghosts.
Don't worry.
They think we
Let-
should help them. Like, these people eat them, and they think we should help them. So I think we're doing the right thing here.
I'm like comforting Marvis. The little flowers move, and I'm like, no, it's okay. It's
If
okay.
Marvis had pearls, she would be clutching.
Yeah, Lenny definitely, you got her attention when you started talking to the plants. Just, like, if, for everybody else, like, if you weren't looking at Baru talking to the plant, you just saw this human woman, you know, covered in dirt at this point. Just kind of stop, put her hands on her hips and watch, like, with her eyebrow cocked a little bit. And then they all dance, and she just kind of, all right then. I mean, you know, it's nice of you to help us.
Well, you know, I just gotta be sure. Sometimes, you know, somebody tells you that they have no idea who hurt the plants, and then you find out they were the ones that hurt them, and I can't abide by that.
I mean, respect. You know, it's a thing. People lie.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Have you taken stock of what's gone missing specifically?
So far, it's half my rosemary bush, some dill, garlic, tore up all my onions. Like, only the spring onions are left.
A lot of the flavoring for food.
Yes.
Huh.
It's not the first
No.
time either.
Oh,
How often does he do this?
Once every couple weeks or so.
Does
Last time he tried stealing a chicken.
Does he by chance own an inn?
No, he's a farmer. His farm's on the other side of the village over there, just past the Orange Badger.
So why would he need to take so many flavoring ingredients? if
you'd
he's
think
not
he'd be
cooking
able
for
to.
large amounts.
You'd think
Very
he'd be
good
able
farmer.
to farm it.
I think it would actually be less effort to risk getting attacked by a bunch of werewolves to get onions versus just growing your own onions. I don't understand this man's logic at
Would
all.
it be a history check to know what Steel Glow normally grows on his farm?
Absolutely.
9. Wait, advantage.
Yep.
No, I'll take the 9.
Oh no.
Oh,
you've noticed, like, there are local farmers markets and that kind of thing. He has been bringing back less and less produce. Normally, you could count on him to have whatever seasonal, corn, beans, pumpkins. Sorry, it's very fall at the moment. Tomatoes and that sort of thing. But he's been bringing less and less to market, and some of the quality of it hasn't been as good. And it's not anything in the area. Like, other people are doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like his farm has a blight.
Yeah.
He probably deserved it from the sound of it. We should go confront him.
I wonder
I
if
think
something
we
is
should at least
awry with the farm.
inspect the farm. I think that's a fair route to take.
And we will get to that after this little break.
Yay!
We left off with our party deciding as to what they're going to do about Farmer Steelglow. And pardon the cat meowing in the background. It's part of streaming with me.
Oh, it's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
He'd be worse if I let him in. So, you all were talking with Lenny. Varu had just made the plants dance.
Let's go talk to the farmer. Confront him.
Lenny, a quick question there before we go. Hey, Lenny, did you actually see the altercation that occurred between your partner and Steelglow?
I heard it. Didn't quite see it.
Where were you at the time? If you don't mind my asking, you know.
Oh, I was back at the house.
Can we see the house from here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. About how far away is it?
I would say it's about 20, 30 feet.
Oh, okay, so not very far at all.
Yeah. It's turned it's far enough that you can't you can hear raised voices if there were any.
And did after you heard the raised voices with Garston and Levi, did Levi come back and talk with you or check on you or something, or was he gone for a while?
Oh, I went out to him.
Okay.
And I will remind you, Levi is standing there with you.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Just pointing that out.
Yep.
No, I came out to check on him and see what the heck the fuss was about. And found this.
And Levi, where did you go after that?
I went to find Zeke.
Okay. Good to know. That's all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm there.
Yeah, Zeke was in town. I went to go find him.
One more thing. Levi, have you ever been over to Steelglow's farm before?
can't say I know where it is other than a rough description.
Okie doke. Thanks. That's all I needed to know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's he been saying, people?
Oh, I just saw that he was hurt and I asked where it happened and he said over here, so I wanted to come see what happened.
He was lying about you. I just sort of butt in. He was saying that you attacked him for no reason because he was in the woods, and we were like, that. He seems like not a great dude. Tearing up your garden and then saying you attacked him for no reason. I would have attacked him. Probably before y'all did. Like, honestly, stealing my onions.
It's... He actually... I'm not capable of making my voice do this. Some people are. The growl that he makes there sounds less human and more wolf-like.
Kind of like, oh.
Yeah, I am not capable of making anything that resembles dog noises. Cat noises, I got you. He keeps doing it. Like, that's what I don't understand.
Is it always your farm or your garden, or is it anybody else's?
Most of our garden and our farming is here. Like, but no, he doesn't bother anybody else in the village.
Okay, so like communal garden kind of style thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is the pack home. Like, most of us live around here. If not in the house itself, and one of the ones right there on the edge of town.
Well,
I gotcha. Just double checking to make sure that it's not specifically like a personal thing and that it's more the plants thing.
Look, I didn't know the guy before we got here. I ran him off one day as he's coming over here, going through our seeds and taking shit.
How long has this been going on?
Couple of months now, since the start of the growing season this year.
When did you move in?
Oh, we've been here, gosh. He looks over to Lenny trying to think, and she puts in for him. Better part of 6 years now.
Okay. So you're established, and he just 2 months ago decided to be a big meanie head.
He is fairly new to the area, I think. As far as I know.
So he might just be a failure.
It's possible.
Okay. Not everyone's good at farming, and then some people get mean when they're a failure.
He sounds like a loser.
It's not easy.
Well, I think we need to go talk to him.
Maybe insult him to his face.
Yes.
Was that an insult?
Calling him a loser?
Bard, to call someone a failure is usually taken as an insult. I will
But
say
it's just
that.
a fact. If he's not a good farmer, then he failed at it, and that
It
means
is a
he's a failure.
It is a fact, but sometimes
like
facts hurt people's feelings, or could be. But it is true. You're right.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's okay that it's an insult. He's a bad person. He's a
It
failure and a rude person who
I don't
steals.
want to be mean. I'm sorry.
It is a healthy attitude that you have towards failure. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't share that, don't you know? And so they're a little sensitive about that, and they don't understand that through failure we learn and we grow and become better people.
Exactly. Okay, I just won't say it to his face unless maybe he's mean, and then I can say it because then I'll be mean right back.
He already lied to us and stole from them.
Oh, there's
That's true.
gonna
He's
be
already
words.
really mean, so I'll tell him he's a failure to his face.
All right, Faru, let's go do that.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, Levi and Lenny.
No problem. Thanks for...
Tell Sean I said bye.
I will. He didn't see any of the conversing with Sean, so he just looks very confused. But he's like, okay, sure.
Sean just has a giant turtle friend no one knew about.
I mean, as far as they're concerned, you're friends now anyway. He likes your honesty. Pardon me?
All right, do we know how to get to this other farm? Okay,
Mom does.
Mom does.
Yeah.
Mom, you can just steer
Mom will
my
point the
shell.
way.
Yeah.
Steer my shell like a horse.
And is it a history check to confirm what the middle name and also when he came to town? Or when he
Yeah, let's
first
do it.
set up? Okay.
Yeah.
Mom's getting ready to call that name.
Can't wait.
Oh,
I got a 15.
so yeah, I had already given it to you in the Zoom chat.
Oh, I missed
That's
that there.
okay. So you
I
you
see it now.
you definitely have the middle name. I'm gonna let you have that reveal. Because it's fun that way.
Yes.
And you know that he came here about a year and a half ago. And while it's not exactly a secret that there are werewolves here in this other village, he seems to be the most vocally uncomfortable with them.
Mhm.
So he's a racist too. I'm just stacking up reasons to kill him. It's fine.
And about how long ago did his production or presentation at the farmers market start to look crummy?
It looked good for about the first year he was here, but this harvest has
Okay.
just... All right, and we have a player advantage from an April. Do you want to chime in my ear, April, to say who it's for, or should I roll the dice?
Thank you, everyone, for your donations.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you so
We're doing
much.
great.
Yes, as I wait for that response, I will remind folks we are doing this for a good charity. April and Nikki already had chatted about. I am not.
It's for anyone who you want.
Okay, sounds good. And this one goes to Piper.
Woo!
So you have an advantage. And yes, thank you, Abe. We already have over $400, so there's $600 left to the $1,000 goal. Anything that you donate, you can affect the game, or you can at least help the players. You can give me disadvantage, and it just all goes to a good cause. So, but yes, Mom would definitely know that it was this year or so. Something seemed to change with him, and things are not going as well. Don't mind me. My cat is trying to eat plastic, and I can't get up.
He's going to be asking Mom etiquette questions on the way there. So, like, if someone smells bad, do you not tell them they smell bad?
If you do, usually you want to do it in a quiet fashion, like pull them aside and
Quiet.
have a little a private conversation. You just want to make sure you don't say it where other people can hear.
Okay.
And you can usually start it with, I don't want to be rude, but you might want to know that you're a little fragrant, honey, and it's not in the most pleasant fashion right now.
Okay.
I don't know when you took your last bath, but you might be due for another one.
Okay. I'll remember that. That's very smart. Okay.
Marvis's eyes, which are very large and blue-black, kind of like Battle Angel Alita, really big. And she's just kind of looking suspiciously at all the plants that they pass on the way to the farm.
Are you all right there, Marvis? You're twitchy.
I've never seen plants move like that. Now I'm afraid they're going to just take me.
Do the plants not move in where you're from?
Well, the water moves them.
Oh.
Like this. Just killing the time as they're walking.
Yeah. So yeah, the Stogos farm is just on the other side, so it's about another hour or so walk. And does anybody want to give me a nature check as your...
Oh, I would love to.
That's
Sure.
Maru can, not me.
E.
Oh, you cut out a bit.
20.
20.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you can see, this is clearly somebody who thought farming was a good idea.
Oh no. Oh, buddy.
And things are just not growing as well as they could be.
We've all gotten that Home Depot bonsai once.
Mm-hmm. And he thought it would be a good idea to do this on a farm. He did not start with a little garden like most sane people would. And like there are parts of like the plants that are harder to screw up are doing fine. But the corn is not happy. You know, and just some of the more tedious plants. I am not that good at gardening, so I pardon the making crap up. And you do actually, towards the tree line, see something a little bit odd. And as you get closer, you realize it's like a weird makeshift scarecrow, but it looks more like something out of the Blair Witch Project.
I investigate this a little further. I'm very curious about what's going on here.
Okay.
Can anybody detect magic? I can't.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I can.
We don't have any wizards.
Oh, can I use that
identify things.
advantage?
Yes, you can. You can use it at any time.
Let's do that. That was not such a good roll.
All right, roll that with advantage then.
Yeah, tell me more about like if there's any magical properties going on here.
Nothing magical. It's very crude. You see bits of fabric that may have been on it at some point. It's most likely somebody's really bad attempt at making their own scarecrow without asking somebody who knows how to make a scarecrow. And mostly what you're seeing is the leftover like scaffolding underneath it. But you know, on its own, it looks real creepy from a distance.
Okay.
So it's just creepy because it's bad.
Yes.
Mood.
Ooh, thank you for that. And I got a nat 20 for myself.
Oh.
For the next time I need to roll something. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. So you like everything looks just kind of sad. And you do see Steel Glow coming up as, you know, from the house. And let's do
The sound of die.
the sound of dice. Oh goodness, and we got two $20 donations, so I'll roll the other one in a minute, but let's... Oh no. That can't be good. Oh
What's
no!
happening?
Okay.
What did he do?
Cecil feels something, but he doesn't know what it is, but it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. So... I'm gonna assume the whole party went out to investigate the weird scarecrow before going towards the house.
Yeah, sure.
I'm looking at it.
And
Poking at it.
out of nowhere, a fireball.
Oh no!
Because I rolled a 7.
Oh.
I hold up the 1, but I promise you, I'll roll the 7. Fireball centered on Steel Glow, and I don't need a stat block to know that you now have a crispy farmer.
Wait, it
Whoa.
hit him?
Whoa!
Is he?
Yeah, when we got the donation, it was to hit Steel Glow. So
Oh,
did I just kill him?
right.
Because
Is he dead?
cast Fireball at with a 3rd level spell slot centered on yourself.
So he's just immolating in front of us.
So Saint Abe just immolated.
Vara's just crying. She's just crying.
I'm looking for a wizard. Like, who
As
cursed me
Maru
into
got
this
that other
world?
advantage.
Marvis is looking around like, he's not a very good farmer, is he?
No, he's terrible. Also, he's dead. I'm like, for real, I think there's like a wizard somewhere messing with us. And I'm like looking around terrified because they're going to kill me.
Did he just spontaneously combust?
That was Fireball.
From where?
I don't know. I'm like looking around. I go in his house. I'm like looking around. I know I'm not going to find anything metagaming, but I'm just like, what?
Can we put him out?
What?
Yes, you
He might not be dead.
Oh,
We might fix him.
yeah, Marvis just flourishes and casts Create Water.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic.
Just because he's a failure, that doesn't mean he deserves to die.
I'm thinking it solves our problem if he does die, but I don't say that out loud. I'm just like looking around.
You do have the opportunity to stabilize if anybody has healing magics or medicine.
She got a 17.
Okay. Yeah. He's not looking great. So you definitely put out the fires from the fireball.
She's just like wicking water from like the dead corn, like trying to pull like strings and just like, this is very difficult. There's not a lot of water here.
You're doing a great job.
And just
That looks really cool.
Amazing, sweetie.
You're doing amazing.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, I was about to as well.
it's not a stream of water. It's more of like a plant spritzer.
So it just slowly kind of like goes out.
3. All right. That is 9.
9. That would be enough to stabilize him. And he is very much, there are lots of burns. Just all the burns.
I'm just wandering around. It's like, show yourself, wizard. Looking for someone. Where are you?
Is he conscious?
Where are you?
He's mostly just moaning in pain right now.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Steelglow. I know that you're kind of toasty right now, but I have some questions for you, and I would like answers, please.
We might want to patch him up a little more first. I don't think he's very coherent.
I'm sorry, I got this. I'm gonna slap my hand on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Ow. Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
Just because I don't trust my dice.
You do have a roll advantage. I would allow for narrative purposes for you to reroll the healing.
Well, he gets 15 out of a level 2, so.
Okay. That'll do. Yeah, you kind of pat him hard because Tortle, because you said you smacked him. And it's this really entertaining image of Varus smacks him and the soot just kind of pops off. Like someone's shaking out a rug. And the burns go away and his clothes are still singed because yeah. But he's definitely looking more like a person and less like a crispy critter.
Now, why would you go and do that to yourself?
I don't. The magic's here been weird today. He turns blue and fire and.
So you're saying you didn't throw that fireball at yourself?
I wouldn't even know how to throw a fireball.
All right, just
I don't think
covering
you know
my
how to
bases
farm
here.
either.
I'm behind the house. Where are you? I'm so frustrated. I want to get my blue skin away.
All right.
I got some questions about your farming. Like, why are you bad at it?
Well, I'm teaching myself.
And does that mean that you should live a life of crime?
I mean, they don't need all of it.
Yes, they do. You don't know that.
Garston Sydney Steelglow. I am very disappointed in you. It is understandable to struggle and to not be perfect at everything. But it is unacceptable to not only go into someone else's community and steal their crops, steal the things that they're growing, but then to lie about it? What do you have to say for yourself?
But he bit me.
They bit you because you were mean.
And
He followed me back here and he bit me.
Yeah,
Stole!
You're lucky
that's,
all he did was bite you. Come on, you stole from a bunch of werewolves.
That's a little different than the story that we heard. Because, we went and checked, hon. And you know that I'm going to get to the bottom of it, so you may as well tell me the truth. I'll give you one more chance to tell me the truth. And if you don't, then I catch you in another lie anyway. You're going to be in double trouble.
You tell him, Mom.
I just, for chat and for me, I need to take the moment to lay the image here, because Mom is still sitting on Varu's shell. And Varu is very much I don't want to say the angry dad, but like the angry co-parent, just disapproving and nodding along of like, yeah, what's she saying? And there's this halfling just berating this human man who's just like already dwarfed by the turtle.
She's 400 pounds of angry puppy face.
Mm-hmm. With a very angry mom on her back. And he looks for all the world that if he could turn into something small and tiny, he would.
I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Oh, snap. Okay. That's a wisdom save, if I recall.
Charisma, actually.
Charisma. I did not think to stat out this guy.
I will say he doesn't seem very charismatic to me.
Yeah, except my dice say otherwise.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's out of it.
For transparency purposes, I wasn't even going to give him a mod, and I rolled a 17.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately,
that's enough to make it because it's a save of 14.
Oops.
Oh well, I can just intimidate him.
That you can. It's working for you so well so far.
I feel like being a mom gives you like an immediate +6 to me.
The mom voice just adds.
That's a feat, Mom.
That's a cantrip.
That would
Mom
be a
voice.
21 on intimidation, by the way.
So what do you add on top of that, or is that just on top of to back up what you've already said?
It's to back up what I've already said, and she's using all of her bardic skill to channel and reach back in his memory to how it felt when he was a child and he got in trouble with his own parental unit, whoever was the one that was the one you did not want to cross and that you did not lie to, at least not more than once.
I mean, okay, maybe it was just a wolf who wanted to make off with one of my goats.
Why would they do that? They have their own food.
I don't mean that kind of wolf.
He's talking about the kind of wolves that are wolves all the time, not the ones that are people sometimes.
So
Yeah.
So a wolf that's a wolf all the time does something bad to your farm. So you decide to steal from people who are wolves some of the time? That make no sense.
Well,
If you want help, just ask. And I'm gonna cast plant growth.
Aw, that's
Across
so nice.
his
I was
entire
like, let
farm.
him die, and you're helping him.
Cecil's like, let it rain fire, and Var's like, no, I'm gonna fix it.
And I'm just gonna cast plant growth and I am going to focus on that for the rest of this, and I am going to take the time to enrich the land so that this will not be a problem in the future.
My heart's such a good turtle.
I know.
So y'all are talking, she's just over here like...
Yep, concentrating.
Garston, what changed? Like your first crops that you brought like a year and a half ago, and that first year, that first season was great. But what happened to your farm this year? What changed?
Well, for the record, the stealing happened before the biting.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother did most of the work.
Your brother?
He left and got married 3 towns over.
Ah.
Married brother. Yeah, that's the old.
Well, you gotta grow up sometime.
Well, that...
Seems like now's a good time. Don't you know?
You betcha.
I was trying. They're just...
Have you asked anyone for help? I'm still casting.
I mean, no.
Well, then how do you expect to learn?
Everybody else just seems so good at it.
Honey, that's because they've been learning it and doing it for generations, honey. Like they learned from their parents, who learned it from their parents. And you know, most of the farming families, as soon as you can walk, you can work, and you're working on that farm. So they learn it from a very young age. You're coming in as a grown-up, as an adult, and you know, you don't just have this innate knowledge, you haven't learned it. So how do you expect to be good at it if you aren't gonna get help and try to learn it? If you get somebody to work with. I mean, that's why people usually start out with an apprenticeship in the first place when learning a trade.
Thought I had learned stuff from my brother. And he didn't want to farm here anymore because...
Sounds like you relied on your brother. You didn't learn from him.
Well, why didn't he want to farm here anymore?
Well, his spouse is a mage. They have a tower.
Oh.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're nice. It's just...
You ever thought maybe you could make more friends if you didn't steal their crops?
Most people here don't care about the wolves.
Then it sounds like somebody should.
Fine.
Because sometimes, I mean, with my farm back home, I've got some crops that there's this Loxodon who lives down the road from me, and she's very nice. But she's really good at growing produce, and I'm really good at growing spices, so we trade. And so if you grow different things than they grow, then you can be friends and you can trade.
I guess.
That's not an I guess.
Do you really want to be a farmer? Is that what you actually want to be doing?
You don't have to be a farmer, you know.
I don't really know what else to do. Got this farm, and it's my grandfather's, and I kind of have to, you know, keep it in the family.
Until you figure it out.
So what you really need to do at this point, I think, and I think Varu would agree with me because it's kind of what she's been saying this whole time, is that, well, for starters, you owe some apologies.
Mm-hmm.
What we might be able to do, because you know I do know a lot of folks around town. We might be able to talk to some of the other farmers in town and see if maybe they can lend a farmhand here and there to help take care of your farms, your farmland. And then maybe, just maybe, if you work really hard and you are very sincere with your apology, maybe the Wolf Village might be willing to teach you how to farm. Since apparently they have the best crops, since you've been stealing theirs out of everybody else's. Clearly, they're the ones you should learn from.
There's nothing wrong with being a failure. Oh, sorry, not to be rude.
Good try there, girl.
Thank you.
But she's right, you know. There's nothing wrong with failing. The problem is when you fail and then you just choose bad choices from there. You don't try to learn from it or get better.
And if you'll give me a few more hours, this will be some good land.
Okay.
Here, I'll help water it.
Thank you.
You can see this tiny dick.
I like find a lawn chair.
Grocery store.
Cecil and Piper find lawn chairs.
Find a lawn chair and like a sun hat. And,
Yes.
I can't do anything, you know.
This is now our summer home.
It's warm out.
I'd like to persuade him to take this a little more seriously.
Okay.
I feel like we could do a little more convincing here.
Get him.
Ooh. Do I still have your advantage left? That was
Can I
a
help?
2.
Can I give her advantage since I'm like super proficient in persuasion? I'm gonna have like a +9 in persuasion.
Oh.
Go for it.
Whoa.
I like back you. I'm like standing behind you, giving you whatever.
Come here.
If you want
Yeah,
advantage.
I feel like this should be
Support
like
Rogue.
you could follow your heart and commit to this.
Give me the speech. Give me the speech.
Oh, the whole speech? Okay.
Do it,
Well,
do
I
it.
feel like if you're committed enough to steal from these neighbors of yours, then you should be committed enough to work this land. Varu's gone completely out of their way to fix this land for you and make everything grown. And Mom has decided to also persuade your neighbors to come and help teach you. So I feel like at this point, you need to promise us that you're going to make this commitment.
She's making good points.
I'll talk to the neighbors. I'll apologize to the wolves.
I feel like that's not very enthusiastic still.
I mean, I got bit today. I got hit by a fire.
Oh, sorry. Let me help with that. And I'm going to.
Oh, you already have. He's just being grumpy.
I know.
now.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Okay.
gonna slap his chest again real quick. And that's gonna be 18 more points. Just real quick. You're fine.
Okay. It's fine. It's whatever.
What's really wrong? You miss your brother, don't you?
Yeah. I'm the only one doing this. Everybody else
Is
has
it
got...
that you're the only one doing this, or is it just that your brother getting married and moving off means you gotta grow up and things don't get to be fun anymore? Because let me tell you, things can be really fun when you're a grown up. I have 7 brothers and they all moved off and got married, and there's really just me. But then I met these people.
You make friends.
And I made friends. I made friends with a wolf today. And I made friends with some plants. And so, you know, you can make each day better. And you can miss your brother too. That's allowed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay to miss your brother. It's not okay to hurt other people because you miss him.
Guess he left.
Oh
Oh,
We lost somebody.
We'll be right back, everyone. We're gonna hit a BRB screen due to these technical difficulties.
Sorry about that, everyone. Tech gremlins happened and my Wi-Fi decided it needed to reset. If memory serves, we were in the midst of Steel Glow groveling and convincing everyone that he is in fact going to be a better person going forward. It's just everybody else has got family, and I thought this would be our thing. It's always been us. And then he left. And I tried to keep going by myself and didn't want to ask for help because I didn't think I needed it.
Everybody needs help.
It's
I
sometimes
can't
hard
think
to
of a
see
single
it.
person who doesn't need it.
I guess so. If anybody wants to roll an insight.
Yeah, I was getting ready to. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm real trusting right now. Yeah,
Yes.
19.
17.
That was a natural one.
24.
Okay. Varu is taking him completely at his word. For everyone else, he does seem genuine. I am going to put that out there. He's just very humiliated and embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
You probably gather, especially Mom, that he didn't expect anybody to actually, like, verify what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people leave the Iron Hounds to do their own thing. Like, they don't bother them. We don't bother, you know. It's kind of mutually ignoring everyone. Mostly because, you know, werewolves don't have a real great reputation. So most people are afraid of them. So when he's, you know, and not going to stick up for them, they stick up for themselves. So, no, he's just very humbled and humiliated and doesn't really have it in him to sound very enthusiastic right now.
So, Garston, just to maybe make this a little easier on you, it occurs to me, I don't think we have a whole lot of trade right now that goes on between the Iron Hounds and the local village. Yeah?
No, we don't.
Well, they might find it more advantageous to be friends with you if you open up your farm for trade with them. Maybe set it up like it's a neutral kind of territory between the main village and the village of the Iron Hounds. Might actually be a good opportunity to try and form a bond between the two communities, you know.
Like a market of farmers, like a farmer's market.
It's a great concept. Yeah, that's interesting.
And since right now you're on your own, and the wolves, well, you know, there's quite a few partnerships among them, and eventually I imagine the population's gonna grow, and they're gonna need more crops, and you're gonna need more help growing your crops. And now that you've got Varu doing her wonderful plant dance here, you've probably got some of the best land in the area. So that's going to be an ideal farm to work with. So, and I'd be willing to help you talk to, I'd be willing to help you talk to the wolves and try and start to broker that, you know?
You would?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're friends now.
Okay.
My own kid just left anyway. I mean, to go off on their own adventure. What am I going to do now? I need a new project.
I think that is a great place to just kind of bring it in, and we zoom out with the party helping Steel Glow to revitalize and with plans to broker trade. and Mavis acting like a sprinkler system.
This is the most wholesome group I've ever.
I know. This is such a nice change for. Don't get me wrong. I love my murder beans, but this is such a nice change. Team Soft Bean is great.
Straw hat.
I'm so glad you guys liked it.
That was fantastic.
I think I'll call it irrigation.
We're inventing so many things.
Yes. All right. As we wrap, do folks want to go around and say where we can find you? Start with Stacey. Go ahead.
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at StacksMcDeets. Give me a follow.
And my screen is all different now, so Jen, I believe you
Hey,
went.
yeah. So I'm Jenn Vega. I am Randwitches on pretty much all the social platforms except for Twitch, where I am J Delavegs, and I have a cooking talk show on Wednesdays.
And Melodic.
I am MelodicBlue on Twitter and on Twitch. And I'm usually streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, playing video games, particularly those that will give me the opportunity to voice act.
And Shannon.
You can find me on Twitter at Plenty of Alcoves. You can find me on YouTube if you look up Strucci Movies or Fake Friends Parasocial. And Struggle Session is at Struggle Sesh, and Critical Bits is at Critical Bitcast. Those are the two podcasts I'm on.
And Ellie.
You can catch me every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on twitch.tv/ATL by night, where we do a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle set in the city of Atlanta. And you can follow me on Twitter at Ellie_A_Collins.
And I have been your DM, Steph the Bard. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. And you can also find me on Fatale's Cast. And stick around. There's going to be some mini painting after this, and then another game at 4.
Perfect.
Thanks for all your donations, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for the fireball. That was fantastic.
That was so good.
hysterical.
That was pure shenanigans, and I loved it because, fireball. What are you gonna do? Everybody was convinced this guy was evil, and you shamed him.
So good.
Hey everyone, this is April jumping back in. You guys were amazing. I want to thank all of you for playing and just being perfect and beautiful, and I was laughing my butt off. I think you guys at one point heard us when we forgot to turn the mics off.
Yeah.
We were just giggling so hard at this game. But I just wanted to pop in and say to the chat, thank you for watching. Everyone's Twitter tags are in the chat, so please go like and follow them. They're amazing people and all deserve a follow. We're going to take a break right now and set up for some mini painting. So we'll be right back.